Welcome back, agents. We are back at it with another set of challenges for 007 First Light. This time we're doing Chapter 9, The Past Never Dies, which has 24 challenges. Plus, I clear a couple of global challenges here. I'll show them to you guys as well, just so you can see them. But full disclosure, I had issues with this one where game went offline, a couple of glitches where things weren't counting properly, and even I missed a step on a couple of things, but I'm splicing everything together as always to where it makes sense. But I'm keeping it down to only 2 runs. The first one is fairly quick. As far as, well, not quick. There's only 3 challenges that we're going to clear, and then on the other one we'll clear all the rest of the challenges that we have. But as you can see, I already started the chapter. I'm way into it because there's a lot of stuff that happens before this, some cutscenes and whatnot, but there's no challenges before this, so we'll move along. The first one that we're going to try to do is Sightseeing, which, as you probably know already, it's the one where we have to eavesdrop on this conversation that he is having on his phone, and then we'll have to hack his phone to find out who has the crypto wallet. I was just thinking about it right now, and I don't know why I didn't think about it before, but I believe you don't have to listen to this. You probably can just go to the lady and steal the crypto wallet. But I could be wrong. So I would appreciate it if you guys will let me know in the comments. That would be pretty cool, because I didn't think about that until just now. But here's how I do it. I follow him for a little bit, and then I make him sick, and I let him walk a little bit, because if you make him sick right away after you hack his phone, he will sit down, but then he'll stand up again and walk away. So I let him walk anyway for a little bit. He will go back down, and he'll go back and sit down to, let the sickness go away, I guess, is the way to put it. And once we finish hacking his phone here, we'll know which way we have to go to find the crypto wallet. And we'll go to this lady, and this is how I do it. There's several ways to distract her to take the crypto wallet from her, but usually I just go here and sabotage whatever that was. I forgot what it is. And we take the crypto wallet from her, and then we head up to that cell phone tower up there.
Satellite images show a makeshift cell tower nearby. If you can find that tower and get close enough to it, I should be able to get in. On it.
And for this one, I will show the entire play on how I get to the top to get that first challenge of Sightseeing. I've found this to be an easy way to do it. I wonder if you guys have other ways, a different way to get through this. Maybe quicker, faster, easier. But to me, this seems to be pretty quick and easy. I go up this ladder here. I like to just make this first soldier here sick. That way he turns around, and then I sneak by him. Because if not, he will walk, or actually he would stand to the side and he can still spot you. But then I'll go up to this ledge here, I'll work my way to the right, get up on this pipe. Here we get down a little bit until we just can't go any further, and just go down all the way to the ground, and we keep working our way to the right. Now these guys here, I think is just the easiest way is just to bluff them. Once you bluff them, you can just keep working your way up. Rather than trying to sneak by them, As long as you have enough to bluff them,
More of a snooker fan.
just bluff them. It's pretty simple. Here as well, I like to just stay on the outside,
Okay.
just work my way through, work my way on this ledge. Makes it easier as well. There's going to be 2 soldiers here. I forgot or didn't notice that I had enough to bluff them. So I was kind of like thinking about what I was going to do for some reason. But I actually do have enough to bluff them. So bluff them again, or bluff them as well. And once you bluff them and go through this door, sightseeing will be completed. And then from here, we'll just keep working our way up to the antenna.
I'm guessing whatever it is you're up to over there is related to the expense account you called me about.
That's right. I need what's on this wallet.
For what, exactly?
Funding international terrorism.
Once we get here, we just got to take care of this guy, since I still have gadgets that are full. I'll go ahead and take care of him with a gadget. Take him down very quickly. If not, the fight can take a little bit longer.
That's a pity.
And we'll continue our way up to the antenna. And as we make our way,
Penny mentioned.
I again want to thank you all guys for coming here, watching the video, giving me feedback, liking, subscribing, doing all that amazing stuff. Thank you so much. Again, I'm doing my best to not Google any of these. I am just practicing, running through it, trying to figure it out by myself, and then
Easy does it.
figuring out what makes sense. And like I said, if it makes sense to me, I am sure it makes sense to you guys.
Stay where you are.
But once we get here and we hack into
I'm in.
the antenna,
Disabled the password on the wallet, so you shouldn't
the
have any
next
trouble
challenge will
accessing it.
clear, secure transaction. There it is right here. And then we'll make our way back down.
Belong in that auction.
I'm sure you all know how to get back down, so I'm not going to show you all of that. But we'll move it along to where we have this conversation with Greenway. Once we finish talking to him,
Well, I don't know about you,
we'll
but
go to the cup game.
crypto.
And that will be our third and final challenge for this run right here. And again, I'm sure you guys know how to get here. I'm not going to show you step by step how to get to this part in the market. I don't want to waste your time. So, and we know that the point of this game is just to find the jewel, and it's a fairly simple challenge to do. So I'm not going to show you the entire game, just because once you get the jewel, you get the challenge right away. So I'll cut through this one, and then we'll just go ahead and keep moving along.
I can feel my life changing already.
And here we are, got the jewel, and there it is. Cup is completed.
Just pick something up. Jewel.
And this is where we'll reload the checkpoint again, and we'll start on our second and final run. But we're going to do all the other challenges on this one. Now on this one, this is where I kind of messed up a little bit. I missed one of my notes, and I forgot to do this first. So I kind of had to splice things together here. But what you want to do before we start doing the challenges is just pickpocket one guy. There it is. We got
Just borrowing.
$3,100 from him, and we're going to need those a little bit later. We're going to need those in order to clear that show me the money challenge. But once we take his money, we're going to work our way back here in the corner so we can work on the Soldier Boy challenge. I'm sure that you guys know how to get in here. The way I do it is, obviously, once we finish eavesdropping on these guys here, what I like to do is
Penny, I need you to run a
distract
the outfit called Scorpius.
the soldier
Why they're in town.
What are you up to?
Just pulling at the string.
with this generator here. He'll go check it out, and then I'll make up my way in,
Watch your step in here, James.
and I'm going to bluff this guy that's walking up here. And by the way, this is going to be one of the bonus global challenges that I cleared while doing this playthrough.
Be quick. In and out in a flash.
We'll climb and make our way here to the left.
Parents like to tell the local kids to keep them in check. Now, the ones about the girls, those ones are all very...
We just want to make sure that this guy that's down here, he moves away, he'll move to the right. And just to make sure that I don't make any noise or anything, I just wait around for him to start moving. And once he moves, we'll grab the beret here. And now
This'll pass.
Soldier Boy is cleared. And now we'll make our way to clear Silent Line.
Bond, got an update for you. Scorpius
And you have the
busy.
markers on screen
Looks
which
like
way to
Marcus is
go,
going to a buyer from
so it's
South
not
Africa.
difficult to figure out how to get there. Since we have the beret, this guy here just moves along, doesn't do anything. We'll go into this area here. Now there's that one guy that can spot us. But as long as we move quickly, I crouch down, but I don't think he can see you even if you keep walking. But just make your way quickly here so we can grab this phone. And as soon as you grab it, Silent Line will clear as well. And since there's on-screen markers showing you how to get there, I'm not going to show you how to get there. This is fairly simple, but we'll go ahead and cut through a little bit here until we get to that container 76 that we are in search of. And we're getting here close to the area. Actually, I wanted to show it just to show the way I do it. We can either make him sick, or if you have the laser, you can break this lock here and make your way to the back to the container. And once we get here to the container, you guys know, we get on the phone, get the buyer over, and right after we finish talking to him, some soldiers will show up. We'll have to take him down, but I'm not going to show you all of that, just kind of to not, to cut out some of the fat from the video. But once we finish taking care of those soldiers, these two guys, the buyer and his muscle, I guess, will show up. But remember, right now I'm showing $0, but that's because I missed that one step when I was actually recording everything. But we actually have $3,000 or $3,100 in our pocket right now that we took from that one soldier that we pickpocketed. But we'll get paid here. We'll get 52K. And
That should take the sting out of Scorpius.
the Art Lover Challenge will be completed as well. And from here, we'll move over to the next challenge, which will be shoot 'em up.
Still not enough money to get into.
And just like the other ones, I'm not going to show you how to get there. I'm sure you guys know how to get there, or maybe you want to browse around the market. So you guys make your way to the shooting range so we can take care of this challenge. And this one, all you have to do is just start the challenge itself at the shooting range. And once we begin, it'll clear the first challenge, shoot 'em up. But to get the Gunslinger challenge, you have to hit every target. I'm going to show it just because I was kind of slow. But, it makes sense since I'm past my prime, I almost missed that one there. There is 8. And I didn't put a counter on this one just because it's fairly simple. 9 and 10. But Gunslinger won't clear until a little bit further on, until we finish the conversation here with him and these soldiers. But once we get the Gunslinger challenge, we're going to go to the fighting pit and work on our next few challenges there. There it is. Gunslinger is completed. We got the 30K from that challenge. And again, I am not going to show you how to get to the next point that we're going to, but we're going to the fighting pit. Don't want to waste your time showing you me walking to that area. But remember, we have 30K, 52K, and the 3K that we pickpocketed from that one soldier right now. And
Let me go ahead and guess.
talking to this guy here just because, but we know we have to make our way up to the fighting area and to start the next challenge. Once we get up here, you just have to eavesdrop on this conversation. I'm not going to play the entire conversation. I'll just move it along a little bit here so we won't waste too much time. But once we listen to those guys talking, we'll talk to him here, and then we'll make our way to the back to talk to the trainer. And then we'll end up starting the next challenge, which is Fall Guy. This one can be a little bit tricky just because you have to make sure you push the fighter over the railing.
When I beat him.
And there are times where I'm able to do it right away, and then there are other times, like this one, as you'll see here, where it just took me a few tries to finally get him over the edge or over the railing. See, I'm struggling a little bit. Here I grab him. I was hoping I was able to push him, but I couldn't. So now, finally, there it is. Fall Guy is completed. And once we complete Fall Guy, we will move on with the story to where we start fighting in the fighting pit, and we'll take care of the next few challenges, the first one being Bottled It. And here we are for Bottled It. You just have to hit every enemy with a throwable object. And I think all we have here is just bottles. So here's the first one. Finish him off. I try not to throw any other bottles just to make sure that I don't waste them on the first guy. He's actually the easiest one, but for some reason it took me a little bit to take him down this time around. But there it is. We take him down. Then we'll move on to the next fight where we get a pair of guys. This is where it can get a little bit tricky. Trying to make sure that you don't hit the same guy twice. So I hit that one, and there it is. And we'll move it along a little bit here just to not show you the entire fight. There's just no need. Now we'll move on to the hammer. And once we hit him with a Bottled It will be completed. I couldn't get away from him there, but I'll hit him here. There it is. Bottled It is done. And once we finish him off here, the next challenge will be completed as well, and that is hammer time. And once we clear this one, we'll just cut a little bit here so we can get paid. Once we get this 60K, we have completed Show Me the Money, which is to collect 140K in the market. And remember, you have to get that at least 3K from the one soldier that we pickpocketed at the beginning of the run to get to that 140 number. If you don't do that, you'll end up with around 137, 38, I think it is. I think 138. But because you can't get any more money once you hit 100K, which is what you need to move to the auction, they will not let you pickpocket anybody or get money any other way. So you have to do that ahead of time to make sure you get to the 140. But from here, we'll move on a little bit and we'll take care of the tech support challenge. That is the very next one. And once we make it up here to this bar, you'll hear the DJ who's having a hard time
pointing that gun
All we
at
have to do is just help him out, try to figure things out
mics are glitching.
so he can
Might be the speakers, might be the generator.
get his setup
Mind
going.
taking a look at that speaker while I check the mixer?
And
Tried the old turning it off and on again.
of course, this one is fairly simple as well. He asked us to go check out the speaker. We'll go check the speaker. The speaker will need a fuse.
Speaker fuse is completely burnt out.
Fuse is going to be here on our left-hand side. This box. Pick that up. Put it on the speaker.
Do it.
Speaker's fixed. We need to look at that generator.
Now we head to the generator. He basically tells you what to do on everything, so it's not difficult.
Power's up and running.
There it is. Tech support
You did it.
is cleared. And from here, we'll cut through it as well because, you know, you go through the auction, all of that stuff. There's no challenges in there. And I'm not going to show you all of that just because it's just formed is normal progression of the game. And as we get to this part here, it's basically about figuring out a good way to get to the crane to where you don't knock out anybody or take down any of the soldiers' enemies here. I found it easier to go through the right side. Make sure you stay crouched down here because you can get spotted if you walk upright. Climb this ladder and we'll open this door here and make our way to the other side. Oh yeah, there's this short cutscene here. And he used his.
Greenway, how can we be sure Ali hasn't gone straight to Babma? He's walking us right into an ambush.
And I'm walking just to keep it simple, but this guy here, we make him sick to get him out of the way. We sneak behind him. Now there is, on the room on the other side, there is one soldier that we want to distract him. So the way I do it, I just kick this door here, head up, and he'll go check out that noise. We make our way through here. Make sure that you do not kick this door, just open it. And this one you can kick. This one is okay. If you kick the other one before, soldiers would have heard that and would have thrown everything off. You would have gotten spotted. Just make your way behind these guys here. They're not going to spot you as long as you don't make any noise. And I'm walking because of that. If you run, they can hear the footsteps. Now these guys, I distract these guys here with that one generator over there. And then I just walk past them. And again, I refill my gadgets. Just make sure you do that too. Kind of makes things a little bit easier. I found it easier to go through this one here. I almost went through the wrong door. I don't kick it because they can hear you. So just keep walking, keep making your way up. On this one, you just got to go around through the quote-unquote back of this area. And as we get here, we're actually going to clear 3 challenges. It's going to be Easy Does It, Pacifist, and No Trouble at All. No Trouble at All, that's where you don't trigger any confrontations during that checkpoint back here. So there it is, Easy Does It. And there's Pacifist. And now it'll be No Trouble at All.
What is your position? I see you.
And once this one clear, now this is where if you were running it like I did, you didn't have the smoke pot. So I'll go ahead and kind of slow down a little bit just to kind of tell you why that could be an issue. If you don't have the smoke pod, you will not be able to clear the next challenge, which is laser show. So what I did, I reloaded the checkpoint, but I actually had to back out in the entire game and then pick this checkpoint to start at this checkpoint, and it'll automatically give you the smoke pot. If not, if you just reload the checkpoint normally, you'll restart with the same gadgets that you already have. And once we get here, to clear laser show, you basically have to use all the ways available to show the lasers.
But lasers react to particles in the air. That should help you circumvent them and not get blown up.
Noted. Meet you at the cabin door.
And there's 3 ways. One way is dropping a flower pot. The next way is by turning on the water. And then the next way is by using the smoke pot, which, by the way, I clear one of the global challenges, smoke pot expertise, but there it is. Laser show is now completed. And remember, like I said, if you don't have the smoke pot, just close the game entirely and then go back out and pick this checkpoint to start the game at this checkpoint, and you should start with the smoke pot. But from there, I cut through all the other stuff. There's no other challenges between that one and the one that we're going to do now, which is Wheels Up. Wheels Up is super easy. I'm sure many of you got it just by playing normal. All you have to do is just make sure that you're holding down, the gas button on the vehicle, and once you jump, you can do it here, or there's a couple other spots where you can do it. But once you jump and all 4 wheels get off the ground, you clear that challenge. And we will keep moving through. I'm going to cut through. You get to this point here where you have to take down all of these soldiers here. I'm going to cut through it as well. But this is where it can also be a little bit tricky. We're going to do Big Bang. For me, it was easier to do it this way. Once we clear this room here from these soldiers, I'm actually just clearing that. I was clearing that one window. It was blocked with a piece of metal, because sometimes this one soldier that's coming here on the right hand side, he sometimes gets into that room fairly quickly, and you just jump through that window behind him to take him down. But he was a little bit slow, so I'm going to take him down here. And then what we want to do, and this is where I say it gets tricky, we want to take down 3 soldiers, at least 3 of them, with that one barrel that's right there. One guy comes first. You can't really see it here because of this flare that's on the ground. It's just a little bit too bright to see it on the x-ray, but there he is. Here's this one guy coming over. So what I do, I throw a smoke to stun him, but that should bring the other soldiers, the other 2 that are there, I want them to come over as well once they get distracted by the sound. And sometimes they make their way fairly quickly. There's actually 3 soldiers on that side, but there it is. Once you have all of those guys there, shoot at that barrel, Big Bang is completed. To me, that was the easiest way I figured out to do this here. And then we'll keep progressing through this area. Once we get to this part here, we'll be working on the Silence is Violence challenge, which is perform 10 silent takedowns. Now, maybe either I was thinking wrong, I know I didn't miscount, or maybe there was a glitch, but I take down 11 guys. It doesn't clear until the 11th, or at least what I counted to be 11. So here's the first guy that I take down. I don't know if it has to be specifically on that other side maybe that first one here didn't count, but it's kind of weird because it says perform 10 silent takedowns and the past never dies. So it's in the entire chapter. But we took that one down. Now this guy here, I lured him over. Once he comes over, we take him down quickly because we don't want this third soldier here to see us. But he should turn around and he'll see the body here, so you don't have to lure him to waste your lures. And once he makes his way over here, he'll be what I thought was number 3. So if you guys know, let me know. Maybe I was thinking about it incorrectly. Maybe it is 10 just in this part here. So he's number 3. And now we're going to make our way and take down this guy here. And I'm crouching because if you stand up, you run automatically. And I don't want to run to not make any noise. He's number 4. And I tried it to where I tried to go down and take down the soldiers that are down there, but I kept getting spotted. I kept having issues. It was just too difficult for me, so I did it this way. Now here, we are going to lure this guy that's coming upstairs.
Hey. Let's have a look.
And once we take him down, there's another soldier at the bottom of the steps here on the right hand side. He'll be the next one that we take down after him here. Now this entire area is a little bit tricky. They don't always move the same way, so you can get spotted, you know, fairly easily if you don't do it correctly, I guess. So he was number 5. This guy is number 6, and immediately I go back up because we could have gotten spotted there. You also have to be careful because that one guy that's here, someone in front of us could have seen us as well. But I lure him and I go back down.
No signs over here. Watch out.
And he sees the bodies, or the body of the guy that I jumped on here. And I take him down, and there's going to be another soldier already coming over because this guy that I just took down, he said that, hey, I saw a body. So he's going to make his way. He's number 8 or maybe number 7. And since my point is because they have to be silent takedowns, like I want to make sure nobody sees me, nobody hears me, or I don't have to, you know, bluff anyone or anything. So I'm taking my time to do this. Maybe you guys have an easier way, but I don't want to use any other gadgets or anything like that to make things a little bit easier for me. So I've made my way to the other side of this ship.
What are you?
I lure him over.
Let's give that a look.
And he's number 9 or maybe number 8. I'm sure you guys probably have an easier way. Then I'll make my way up here, but maybe you guys have an easier way. Let me know how you guys do it. Here's what I thought was number 10. Didn't clear for me, so I just made my way down. And here's where I use some of my gadgets just to kind of make things a little bit easier for me. But I make this guy sick. And once he walks away, we'll make our way to the other guy here. He'll be number 10, maybe 11. But we will clear Silence's Violence, which will also clear the next challenge, which is Ghost. And from here, we are going to cut through the rest of this. There's no need to show everything else, but once we get to this point, the next one is going to be Make Them Count. Now, for Make Them Count, you have to eliminate 6 of the enemies using one of the pistol mags that Greenway gives you. And as you guys know, to get to the point to where Greenway gives you his weapon, you have to shoot all the rounds on your rifle. And I just shut them all off just to get things going. There, he'll offer you his pistol. And it actually took me a couple of magazines, but here's where I actually get it done. Here's the first one, number 2, number 3, here's number 4, number 5, and there is number 6. And we cleared Make Them Count. Also cleared Completionist. And the one that is kind of weird that doesn't show is Assault. That one doesn't show here, but there was a glitch notification that showed up for me later on, and I'll show you here a little bit. But here, when you're driving, I had one that it just didn't have a name, so I'm pretty sure that that's the one for Assault.
Not even a good job, Bond. You would have made a great 00.
But that is all 24 challenges plus a couple of extra ones, bonus ones from the global challenges are completed. This one took quite a bit just because there's a lot of stuff kind of going on and I kind of wanted to show everything. But thanks again. I appreciate you guys for watching, for giving me those likes, those subscriptions, for sharing, for the comments, questions. Let me know. I really appreciate you guys. Let me know if you guys have better ways to do it, or if this works for you or if it doesn't work. But let me know. I would love to know. That way we can tweak these and make them a whole lot better. But thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next week again with another batch of challenges. Thank you.